What's up guys, One here, back in with another video. In today's video, we're doing some more gaming content, giving you guys another video on Sonic the Hedgehog, and why I do think we deserve Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 remakes. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are looked at as two of the greatest Sonic the Hedgehog games of all time, where in my personal top 10 list, I have Sonic Adventure 1 and number 10, and Sonic Adventure 2 is the greatest Sonic game of all time. For me, these games are what is Sonic. I mean, they literally are what Sonic can be in a video game, and it really shows Sonic's true potential as a video game character and how he would be at his best. However, to this day, still we have not gotten some 3D Sonic remakes or even a collection of it. So in this video, I'm going to be going over that. If Sega does plan to do a Sonic Adventure 3, I'm going to be going over why they should indeed consider doing remakes for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and why it would be great for them for a marketing strategy if they are going to do a Sonic Adventure 3. Let's start with the basics here. I think for sure we keep the controls the same if they are going to do a remake. I feel like that's one of the things that made Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 so successful, was how smooth Sonic was able to control and how great the controls were for both games. In my opinion, they should keep the button layout the same, but if they want to tweak some button changes, then by all means. I definitely think Big's gameplay and Sonic Adventure 1 could also have some of that button layout change, so yeah, I think I'm all for it, you know, for them to do whatever they want with the button layout. I also think that they should also find some way to do a boss rush. I think a boss rush would be very nice if people just want to do it. They have a boss rush in Sonic Origins, so I don't think it would be necessarily bad if they do an entire boss rush for both of the remakes. I think it'd actually be really good for them if they do indeed do that. Of course, they gotta update the graphics. I mean, these games do look good from their release from the Sega Dreamcast, but I do still stand by the fact that I do think they should update these graphics. Obviously, we are in this day and age where graphics are starting to be a very big piece of video games now, so obviously update the graphics, update the character models and how they look, and I think it's going to be good. I think a lot of these levels are going to look very beautiful due to the graphic updates. I mean, to me, a lot of these levels already look very clean with their own Sega Dreamcast looks, so I do think with the remakes, I think they're going to look outstanding in the remakes. This only stands for Sonic Adventure 1, but please, if you're going to do a remake, update the cutscenes in Sonic Adventure 1. I am a guy who actually really loves the Sonic Adventure 1 cutscenes, but you can just tell that they need to be updated if they are going to do a remake. I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 ones are fine, just like update obviously the character models and everything like that, and you should be good to go. But only for Sonic Adventure 1, you need to update it fully. I mean, you need to update everything about the cutscenes, literally. So, in my opinion, just completely update the cutscenes if you are going to do a remake for Sonic Adventure 1 only. You need to really do a complete, remake of the cutscenes. If you collect the specific amount of emblems in both games, I think you should deserve like some type of reward. In Sonic Adventure, the director's cut for Sonic Adventure 1, you were able to play Sonic the Hedgehog Game Gear games depending on how many emblems you were able to collect through the stages and everything like that, and also through the hub world. So I really do feel like there should be some type of reward system with the emblems, because I do actually really like the emblem system in both games, so I think getting some type of rewards for collecting enough, or collecting most of it, should give you some type of reward in some type of way. The Chao Garden is very interesting for both Sonic Adventure games, because as everybody knows, a lot of people love the Chao Garden in both Sonic Adventure games, and I do think it would be very interesting if there is some online being implemented for the Chao Garden. Now, what do I mean exactly by that? Well, if they are going to make Sonic Adventure remakes, I think it would be very cool to have an online system for some of the Chao minigames, like the Chao races and stuff like that. I think it would be very cool for both Sonic Adventure games. I think we definitely need something like that for both Sonic Adventure games, to have some type of Chao online implemented system. And yeah, who knows? I mean, I think it would be very interesting. Obviously, a lot of people love the Chao Garden, so obviously have some updates as well for the Chao Garden. I think it would be very nice. So yeah, that's what I really got to say for the Chao Garden. I think a lot of updates and a lot of implemented features could make the Chao Garden a very interesting experience in the remake, just like how it was back then for Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. I also think the Chao Garden could be another way to give you some type of reward system. Obviously, when a Chao levels up to a certain extent, I think you should deserve a reward. I personally think there should be reward systems, specifically because Sonic Origins has the museum, the gallery, like illustrations, etc. So I do think there should be some type of way that Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 gives you some stuff about from back then when those games were releasing for the Sega Dreamcast, give us some illustrations, some other stuff for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Obviously, we need these remakes, so I'm hoping that they do give us some type of museum or gallery and some other different things we can be able to unlock in the game. So now to talk about all the characters that are featured in Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2, I'm going to start off with the characters that are already in this game that you can also play in Sonic Adventure 2, that being Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. And I think Sonic is perfect for both games. Keep him the way he is. He is already smooth for controlling in both games, so I do think keep him the same way in both games. Sonic Adventure 2 especially, I do think Sonic should stay the same way. He feels smooth to control in both games, but I do think Sonic Adventure 2 is some of the greatest Sonic has ever controlled in a video game for him. So yeah, in my opinion, keep Sonic the Hedgehog the same in both games. Obviously, all you gotta do is just update the character model, and I do think we should be all set. Now, Tails is very interesting because in Sonic Adventure 1, there was a specific upgrade that you could find in Station Square, and if you did get that upgrade, then Tails just becomes absolutely broken. He literally breaks the level design in Sonic Adventure 1 with that upgrade. So if it was me doing the remakes, I would keep it in because why the fuck not, just for the fuck of it. But since it is Sega we're talking about and they obviously want the remakes to be at their best, I have a feeling they probably would tone it down a bit. I personally would keep it because I think it's just fun. I think it literally is just incredible to see a character literally break a level design like this. So in my opinion, I think that's what keeps it best. I would do it, but it's all up to Sega and what they would do. But in my opinion, if it was me remaking it, I would keep it just for the fuck of it because I just think it's absolutely hilarious how Tails is able to break the level design this fucking way. Tails in Sonic Adventure 2 absolutely keep the way he controls and how his gameplay works. I am a person that loves the mech stages. I am a guy who really loves to try to get A ranks on those stages as well. So I would definitely keep how they are, how they control, how everything works. Especially with the lock-on system that they had in that game, which was really good. So in my opinion, keep it the way it is. I love everything about Tails and Dr. Eggman's mech stages, which we'll definitely get to Dr. Eggman a bit later. But yeah, keep it all the way it is. Knuckles' gameplay is very interesting in both Sonic Adventure games with the treasure hunting stages. So this is what I'm going to say. Sonic Adventure 1, absolutely keep it the way it is. I think they're the easy way, obviously with being able to track the Master Emerald shards, all three of them at the same time. I think obviously that makes it very easy to potentially find all three of them. And also with the way how the level design is in Sonic Adventure 1, I think absolutely. I think you keep it the way it is. I think it's an easy way to get through the Knuckles stages, obviously with being able to track all three of the Master Emerald shards in the stages all at the same time. Keep the Knuckles stages in Sonic Adventure 2 the way it is. Do not make them easier. Keep the actual Master Emerald Shrine radar the exact same. That's the thing I loved about Sonic Adventure 2 Knuckles stages, was the fact that they were challenging and they were harder. And I think the level design actually was for that reason, was to make the treasure hunting stages harder. And I do love that happened in Sonic Adventure 2 for both Knuckles and Rouge, which we'll be talking about her later. But for Knuckles stages, I absolutely love the fact that these were a bit harder, and I do love that. I love a challenging experience when going into the treasure hunting stages. I don't want them to be easy. I want them to be a bit difficult. They are treasure hunting stages for a reason, and their gameplay style I actually love. I think it's the perfect style for Knuckles as a character. So yeah, keep the stages the way they are. Now I'm going to go through the rest of the Sonic Adventure 1 characters real quick. Amy has her own story. She is playable in Sonic Adventure 1, and yeah, keep it the way it is. I love the fact that there's a robot named Zero, just chasing her in the levels. I think that's a very cool gameplay style that they have here. There could be tweaks to Amy's gameplay. I will be honest. I think there could be some tweaks here to make it a bit better. But I do think it is okay. I think it's fine. I think it's a good gameplay style. I think Amy's story is fine the way it is, but if I would recommend a minor tweaks then and there to make it a bit better for her gameplay style, in my personal opinion. Big the Cat's gameplay really needs some tweaking, in my opinion. I think it honestly is an advantage for Big the Cat's gameplay that we do have modern gameplay, some modern day controls, because I think his gameplay would really need some tweaking in order to work. I mean, obviously it worked well in the Sega Dreamcast, but in my opinion, for modern day gaming, I do think it's going to need some tweaking. I think his gameplay is going to be the one that needs the most work in a remake, in my personal opinion. So yeah, just work on Big the Cat's gameplay Sonic Adventure 1 Remake if you're ever going to get around to it. I think it would absolutely make the most sense. Gamma, aka 102, keep his gameplay the way it is. Obviously, it's basically like the mech gameplay in Sonic Adventure 2. So yeah, keep it the way it is. I think it makes total sense, and yeah, I think it's going to be great. I'm actually going to be really interested to see Gamma in a remake with his updated character model. I think he looks really good in Sonic Adventure 1 for the Sega Dreamcast. I think him with an updated character model is going to look really nice. Shadow's going to be really nice in this remake. Holy shit. It's going to be very, very good to see Shadow in the Sonic Adventure 2 remake and how he's going to control. Obviously, he was very smooth controlling because his gameplay style is literally Sonic's for Team Dark, so oh man, it's gonna be so good to see how Shadow is gonna be in the Sonic Adventure 2 remake. Dr. Eggman's gameplay is the same as Tails, so you know to keep it. Rouge's gameplay style is the same as Knuckles, so you know to keep it. Sonic Adventure 2 introduced the ranking system in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, so you know to keep that, and also put it also in Sonic Adventure 1. I think it's great to have both games with the ranking system. And also, Sonic Adventure 2 was challenging to get an A rank, so do that also for Sonic Adventure 1 and keep the challenging aspect of the ranking system for both games. So that is going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like down below, drop a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content and videos coming your way. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.